We pray that you bless this Man in the Mirror organization, this ministry, this outreach to this community.
Before each gathering, members and supporters of Man in the Mirror initiative gather at Wyandanch Memorial Park in prayer to complete their ongoing mission to save the youth in their community.
We don't want to go out there without his guidance, without his help, because it's a big job. So we need his help to do this big job.
This whole movement of Man in the Mirror is based on a ministry that says that we need to put God first in everything that we do.
And we pray that you give us the courage, the wisdom, the instinct, the sensitivity to do what we must do for these young people and for this community.
Prayer was needed for 18-year-old Eric Meade, who was standing in the front yard of his parents' home on December 21st, 2014, and gunned down in a senseless act of violence. He was the son of a minister with no criminal history.
That night he came home from the studio, because we made him go to the studio all the time to stay up the street, about 11:15. And as soon as he came home, there was a party across the street and something happened. It spilled out in the street. And as he was getting out the car and shaking hands with everybody, a shot rang out and hit him in the back of the head. To this day, we don't know who, what. Young, beautiful life taken just too soon.
Funeral came along. He had 30-something kids who gave their life to Christ that night, that day, because they saw what it was about. Now our job is to reinforce what they did and carry it to the next level. I love this man, his family as well. They call me anytime, we working together. These kids right now are the only reason why I'm here right now. Please understand that.
That working together takes dedicated citizens and community and youth leadership. It inspired Broughton to create Man in the Mirror Youth Consulting Service. As an educator and social worker, Broughton saw firsthand how families were broken by the lack of a male figure that leads to unnecessary neighborhood violence.
I got to give back to them because I was in a need at one point in time. My kids may be in a need at one point in time. So what I do is I reach out and by example and by help of these brothers and sisters out here right now, they're going to make sure that somebody's going to move, and they're going to be consistently a part of this Man in the Mirror movement. It's a movement. It's not just me. Please, I don't want anybody to understand that this is about me. It's about all of us doing what we're supposed to do to get back what's rightfully ours.
You have positive people that are coming out and trying to fill the gaps where they see the gaps and playing an important role in particularly our young people's lives. You know, hosting programs, talking to those children who don't have a positive male role model in their lives, encouraging them that times are tough now, but times won't always be tough, and that there are positive influences in the community and people that care about them.
I've seen you grow into a very, very mature man, and I'm proud of you.
Juan Serrano never had a male figure in his life, and it led to a young life of crime, to a rebirth of guidance under Heath Broughton and Man in the Mirror.
He basically been there telling me, giving me the right path, you know, in life, making me how I am now, a working man, paying bills, taking care of my mother, my grandmother. So I owe it to him a lot.
That's what it's about, preventing y'all from being a part of a failing system.
I really had no guidance at home, and he was a guidance counselor, and I always went to his office just to talk about things I went through at home or what I was going through in school, and he's always been there, and he's a good person.
We are thankful, Brother Broughton, for what you've done. We're thankful because you haven't given up. We're thankful because those young men have an image to follow.
Broughton and his organization has been praised for his work in the challenged communities around the state, and his influence continues to grow nationally.
Man in the Mirror is a phenomenal program that has impacted not only the students here in Wyandanch, but it impacted students in North Babylon, impacted students in Nassau County and Uniondale. So Man in the Mirror is really taking over Long Island. And I like to call it the best kept secret. A lot of work is being done. Anybody can do this. You got to have a passion and a love and a dedication and a commitment, not only to your community, but to your people as a whole. And there also has to be a commitment and love for children, no matter what race, no matter what community. Love is colorless. So you have to have a genuine love and a passion for what you do. And Mr. Broughton definitely has that love, that fire, that burning desire to improve somebody's life.
I want to give them me. I want to be empty when I'm done. You know what I mean? That I can say I did my job and I can move on to the next step. The mission statement of Man in the Mirror is to expose and prepare these kids for the next step. I'm not going to take them into the promised land, but I'd be damn sure I'm going to get them to where they need to be at the end of the day.
For more of the mission of Man in the Mirror Youth Consulting Service, go to facebook.com/MIT-MYCS. For Push Pause in Wyandanch, this is Archie Snowden.